Today marks the 2-year anniversary of the death of Queen Elizabeth II. King Charles and Queen Camilla were seen arriving at the tiny granite church of Crathie Kirk in Scotland for a church service in remembrance of the late monarch. The King has been spending the summer in the Scottish Highlands, the same place where his mother died in 2022 after reigning for a record 7 decades. And joining me now is Afua Hagan, CTV royal commentator. Hi, Afua. Good to see you. Now, it has been 2 years since the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. How was she commemorated today by her family?
Yes, it's hard to believe that it was 2 years since the accession of King Charles III and therefore the death of Queen Elizabeth II. The royal family marking the anniversary very quietly. We saw King and Queen Camilla going to Crathie Kirk there in Balmoral, and they also marked the death of Queen Elizabeth II on social media account X, with the royal family posting a picture of the Queen from a garden party in 2019 with a simple caption, remembering Queen Elizabeth II, 1926 to 2022. Now, last year, we saw the Prince and Princess of Wales lead tributes during quite a small and private service in Wales at St David's Cathedral, but they haven't marked anything this year. Our Prime Minister, the new Labour Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, also posted on X today marks 2 years since the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. The late Queen's dedication to the UK and Commonwealth taught us that whatever challenges our country faces, the value of service always endures. Also, in tandem with the anniversary, the government has announced the Queen Elizabeth Memorial Committee have announced that a new memorial to the late Queen will be installed in St James's Park in London. And it's said it's going to be in St James's Park because of the historical significance and personal connection to the late Queen. That memorial is in its early stages of construction, but later this year, with more intense discussions with architects and artists, design proposals will begin.
What about the general public? What's the sentiment among people?
Well, there hasn't been sort of the same outpouring of grief, as it were, that happened 2 years ago today. People talking about really how much the UK and the royal family has changed in the past 2 years since the death of Queen Elizabeth II. And from what I'm gauging, lots of people saying what hole she has left in the royal family, and that, frankly, the royal family isn't the same without her. That seems to be the common sentiment. And that reign of Queen Elizabeth II that was so extraordinary perhaps will never be replicated again.
Now, it's been 2 years for King Charles and his reign. How has it been different so far compared to Queen Elizabeth's?
Well, I think initially King Charles III was really kind of seen as a caretaker king, someone who would be a placeholder until the reign of King William. And a lot of people saying that the Prince and Princess of Wales perhaps will be the ones to revive the royal family, you know, have increased popularity since they will be younger and more popular. However, I think a lot of things have changed over this past year because of the health issues that have faced both King Charles III and the Princess of Wales and Princess Anne, who had that accident with the horse earlier on this year. I think a lot of people probably more, if we've seen a boost in popularity, for King Charles III. Absolutely. The absence of the Princess of Wales has meant that the focus has been on other members of the royal family, whilst people rightly wondering where she is. And we're also hearing that perhaps she might be back to royal duties later on this year, aiming to be at the family with the cenotaph for Remembrance Day and organising her carol concert. But what we have seen is stripped back working royals, a lot less working royals than we're used to. 9 of them, only 2 of those, the Prince and Princess of Wales, under the age of 50. So a rather lean looking royal family, and one that really needs to sort of probably in 2025 look at ways to boost their popularity and really reconnect with the United Kingdom and countries across the Commonwealth.
That is our time. Afua Hagan, CTV royal commentator. Thank you as always.